Thank you for joining me. It's just after 7 o'clock in a mid-June morning. Well, nearly middle of June. And you know, it's flipping parky. But I am playing catch up. I still haven't got internet. And today's posting was the last of my ready prepared videos. So here I am. And I'm going to just take you round the garden again. So the daisies, I'll be picking some of those later. And there's a lovely pop of colour from the calendulas, or as my dad used to call them, calendulas. I don't know which is the correct pronunciation. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, pigeons around. The sunflowers have actually begun to thicken their stems, which is good to see. And these smell beautiful. Pity it's not smelly vision. And the hanging baskets that I was preparing before are now nice and colourful. Not flowing quite enough yet, but they're getting there. And another lovely scented plant. The roses too. But my garden, my yard area remains a working area. When I've been to my friend's workshop and got things sorted out for you guys, then I'll be back to put this roofing felt onto this recycled bird feeder. But I saw these this morning and I thought, aha, right. These little pots I used to use when I was a child. Yes, okay, probably we used slates and chalk. In those days, I did little flower arrangements in there, using pansies from my mum and dad's garden. And my love of flower arranging developed from there. These are Mange 2, which hopefully will be podding soon. So when I was married and moving around in the Air Force, I went to an evening course on flower arranging, and I so admired the lady who was teaching, because she came every week through the winter with armfuls of flowers from her own garden. The rest of us were going and buying a couple of cheap bunches from the garage. But it really helped me to develop my skills, to learn that, you know, you really have to add depth to arrangements. So I did arrangements for the whole of the church for my son's wedding, and I made them such that the pew end pieces could be lifted off, and with the removal of a ribbon they became a table centerpiece. So whilst everybody else was having photographs, yours truly was there in her high heels up on pews, pulling down decorations. The vicar knew I was going to be doing all that, but I did leave the huge great pedestals. And I have to say that the big pedestal in the entrance I arranged outside because it was raining, and that conditioned the flowers beautifully. The foliage, I transported a couple of car bootfuls there the day before, and They'd been in an old tub at the back of the church, soaking in water. Sweet peas, no flowers yet. They will come when they're ready. So that was one wedding, and I did flowers for a couple of friends' weddings as well, which was good. But when we were stationed in Lincolnshire, I was in charge of the flowers for the officers' mess. And I had an eye-watering amount of money for each ball, Christmas ball, and for the royal visits. And it was lovely spending somebody else's money on flowers that, you know, it was good. And I'd get a few ladies in, and we had the billiard table covered with wood, and we arranged on there. I also did a huge great pedestal in the cathedral at Lincoln on behalf of the RAF, and I was offered transport, which was great because parking around the cathedral is not easy. So I said it will have to be an estate car because the flowers are long. So of course this guy arrived in a Mini. Anyway, he went back when he saw I had to go into the car and came back with an estate car. So I was busy arranging the top of I think 3 or 4 steps, and I kept stepping back to check how things were going. And then on one occasion I turned round and there was a group of, whoops, there's me in the mirror in my dressing gown. Let's avoid that. A group of Japanese tourists, and I must have blushed furiously because they started clapping and bowing, and I thought, oh dear me. It was lovely, it really was. And there's Percy putting in his morning appearance. He says, come on, stop yattering and get my feeding done. Fortunately, he and the other little birds have now worked out how to get into the feeder, which is good. And they do use that little triangle at the top. So I think those bits in there are just husks of the sunflowers. So yes, I'm coming, Percy, okay. Oh, to be ruled by a little bird. There he is, bless his cotton socks, bobbing away. Good morning. No, he's not going to talk this morning. All right, I will go and get some clothes on because it really is right proper parky and my knees are cold. I will speak to you soon. Take care of yourselves. Have a go at bringing some of those flowers into the house and arranging them. You'll get a lot of pleasure from it. Take care for now. Speak to you soon. Bye.